Well guys, we finally did it, 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, I can't believe we've gone this far already. The past few years has been such a long journey. We finally made it. I want to thank you guys again before we begin today's video. And I know I've said this like a million times before, but seriously, without y'all's support, we wouldn't be here today. So as I promised, we're going to be doing a room gaming setup tour as well as my Q&A video. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy today's special, and I'll see you guys after the intro. Alright guys, here we are, the game room that's actually a lot smaller than you think. Like, coming in from the entrance, this is all it is. Just this one room without a door. That's why it's kind of also hard to record because, well, there's another TV right here. So people can be watching TV downstairs. But yeah, this is the game room right here. And I guess I'll just be going in from section to section to show you guys what it's all about. Right here, this section is actually just pretty much where half of my videos, I guess, is recorded. Just this, like, couch right here and these posters as a backdrop. So yeah, if you're ever curious to see where I record like stuff where I'm talking on the couch, it's literally in this section right here. I do have a Mario plush and a Banjo plush right there. I keep a few plushies around me just to spice up the couch itself since it's just a, well, brown couch. The posters are just Smash 4 ones that I have, and then these two I got from Target. I thought they could be good like accented thing, and plus they're Super Nintendo games that I really like. In this corner we actually have another poster, which is the My Hero Academia Walmart one that you probably see a lot. This is where I keep a bunch of other equipment, like a little more of the controllers down here, random yoga mat, my tennis gear, random foam master sword, as well as like my lighting equipment as you see over there. So I just keep a lot of the stuff that I don't want lying around in this corner here. Alright, so now that we've seen one section of this room, I guess I should start the questions now. So for the first one, we have from the guy who asks, how do you feel about the McRib, and is Blue Eyes White Dragon scary? I have never had a McRib before, in all seriousness, but I probably would like it. I think I would go for that for anything compared to like Burger King, because Burger King to me just sucks in general. I prefer McDonald's all the way. I don't care what you guys say, McDonald's is better than Burger King. And is Blue Eyes White Dragon scary, as he asks, let's see, is he scary to me? Is he, ah! And he asks, are you going to make any Persona 5 Royal videos? Honestly, I do want to. However, since I'm more of a Nintendo-centric channel, I'm not sure how that's going to go. I might do live streams of it if I get the game. But, spoiler alert, I haven't finished the actual original version, so I need to do that first. I know, I'm a scumbag, so I'm sorry. I'll do this for you then. Jerome asks, favorite villager in Animal Crossing, who is your main in Smash, and favorite anime of all time? Favorite villager, probably between Apollo or Kid Cat. Those guys are pretty cool. My main in Smash is like Luigi, sometimes Link. I'll sometimes play Joker, so it really just depends on the matchup, but those are like my main three. And to answer your last question of favorite anime of all time, my favorite is actually Durarara. When you were in high school, what's the baddest thing you did? And did you get into trouble? I wasn't really that bad in high school. I was actually one of those like nerds who did their work, and you know, time to time we like messed around in class and all, because my high school isn't like that super strict about stuff, but they were strict about like lunch, of us leaving, because they don't really trust us and we'd all like just not come back. So I guess the baddest thing I did was like be part of the group where we'd order like Chinese or pizza sometimes in the other side of the school, where it's like kind of in the back, where we're able to basically order and then like sneak the delivery people to come in the back and give money to them through the window when we order like our Chinese or pizza. And that was like through like the photo room. I guess that's the baddest thing we did. We went against the school law, but yeah, I didn't really do anything that bad. Unless we're talking about AP exams. Left side of the room is the entertainment center. Not really much of an entertainment because I don't have a TV console area just yet, so I use this really old like antique chest that we have. On the TV, actually, we have these 3 Mario Odyssey amiibos, which I thought it would be look nice in front of the TV since it's like, you know, white and all. We have this Wii U gamepad sitting here, my piggy bank Switch section with Banjo and Kazooie holding my Pro controller. I just really like this figure where I keep the actual consoles. Let me see if I can like brighten this up a little bit for you guys. Right here is the game consoles, which is an Xbox 360 Slim. My Luigi figure is just like propping right up there, as well as the Wii U and my red Wii, actually. I use my PS4 a lot as of recently because of the new Final Fantasy VII remake. My PS3 is over there. Down here is just a bunch of garbage. Like, seriously, look at all these, like, wires. Like, my cable management is awful. But over here is where I keep a lot of my controllers. My PS4 controller, you can't really see that. 2DS box I just keep here. Some books, and down here in this section, more stuff to keep the controllers, as I mentioned. So if I can open one of them, you can see it's like pretty full of like stuff. If you want a 2DS related video, let me know in the comment section below. I've been using it a lot. This Your Name poster, one of my favorite anime like movies of all time. Lastly, we have this amiibo section here. I haven't been collecting amiibos in a while, so they're pretty like old stuff. But yeah, here's like my bottom row of amiibo. We have like a mixture of Zelda, Smash Bros, Super Mario Party, or just Mario Party in general, Fire Emblem, and then my second row with a little bit of Splatoon, Animal Crossing, more Smash, and then more Smash on the top again, so yeah. Splattertron asks, what is your opinion on Tom Nook? Well, time to sell on eBay. BlueJew123 asks, your favorite indie game from the past few years? That's actually a tough one. I don't really play a lot of indie games, but Cuphead for the single-player experience, Rocket League for the multiplayer. Jerome asks again, is Isabelle a good girl? You? Yeah, you could stay. Where did your YouTube username originate from? For my username, I made it going into high school, and I was watching a lot of Pokemon Battle Frontier at the time. A lot of times when I watched Pokemon, I would like do the puzzles I got from the Dollar Tree, or back in the day it was just a dollar store. Basically put them together while I'm watching Pokemon, and I thought to myself, jigsaw puzzles. I just thought of the just the idea of like how I like puzzles in general, and the type of games I like are puzzle related, and so I thought, it would be good to have something related to that. And I liked the idea of Jigsaw, and I was like, oh, let me put that together with some other name, because I've seen a lot of people with their usernames just using compound words. It was the same time when this exact room had like this bench press, because my dad bought it, and he was like, he wanted to change his body up, because you know, he's been smoking and doing all these drugs, and he wanted to have a new hobby. I got into it at the time, so I thought together, what would work together? Weightlifting, lifter, whatever, jigsaw lifter, and I was just thinking jigsaw lifter, JigsawFlex. Oh, I was like, JigsawFlex sounds cool, so I went with that. Now we finally have the shelf section. Here's a little overview of what it looks like. From the bottom, we just have random books just lying around. My Nintendo 64 is propped over there because I can't really like hook it up with my other stuff. There's just way too many things. SNES is just down there, some other stuff, I don't even know what's in there. I think it's just old electronics. Moving on though, we have the games finally, which is the Wii section randomly, and then the GameCube section. We have a Pokeball, a Boo just on top of my old GameCube, Ramen because I like the drink, and that was the first time I ever had that before. It tasted really good, so it's just GameCube and Wii really, with this random like holder for Pokemon cards. We have Mario and Luigi Partners, not Partners in Time, that's actually Superstar Saga, the original box. Kazooie just chilling there with my Game Boy Advance. Oh my goodness, the brightness, not brightness, what am I talking about, the blurriness. We got this SNES Classic Edition, which is the European version, the Famicom one. Then we have some Super Nintendo games. There's Mario Paint there. I believe I have Super Mario World somewhere, Super Metroid, just the classical ones. Yarn Yoshi, DK, Peach, my business cards randomly, and we have some 64 games like propped up below this this Mario Kart 64 figure, whatever. So there's Smash Bros. Mario and Luigi hiding the Wii U games because, you know, it's an abysmal of a console. Moving on though, we have the better console, the Switch. We have Oshawott just chilling. I got this, by the way, from PAX East. This is just like a pouch from like the Animal Crossing thing I did. Then we have the 3DS section with Kid Icarus Uprising, another Mario Kart figure. Some of the 3DS games are just like randomly in front because I'm actually planning to sell these at some point because I don't really play them. And then we have more 3DS over here. We have more DS games right here. Over here we have a Dry Bones figure as well as a Sonic plush I got from Dave & Buster's, as I mentioned, and a box for the randomly like 3DS XL, and I think there's another DS and 3DS. Now moving up again, we have Morgana, just chilling over there. PS2 games, PS3 games, PS4 games. And yeah, figure of Sakura Haruno, as well as Erza from Fairy Tail, Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the PlayStation. Just to end things off, really, here is just more plushies. Mostly Mario. There's like a, what do you call it, a freaking Greater Ball, a Mario Odyssey like puzzle that I never did. My Mario question block light thing with the Mario and Luigi action figures on top. It's a little hard to see, but it's a Twilight Princess little canvas I never really hung up because I don't know where to put it, so I just put it on top there. To end things off is just boxes of stuff I like to keep. Because, you know, I'm a hoarder. Oh, and the last thing is like my PAX East content creator badge I got this year. I know, I'm so special. And now that we're done with this shelf section, we are back at the questions, starting off with Rico Mode, asking, what was your favorite video game console or handheld? Alright, so my first console was hold on, Nintendo 64, and I got this because I saw one of my friends, he had this console, and I really wanted my own, and luckily my neighbor was selling it at the time. They wanted to get rid of it, and this is how I basically got into gaming. Flaming Quilava asks, top 5 favorite games of all time. Top 5 favorite games, you say? Let's see. Super Mario Galaxy, Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations, Luigi's Mansion as a series. I don't know what I like the best. I like either 3 or 1 the best, but I'm just gonna say the series. Persona 4 Golden. This might actually change once I actually finish Persona 5. For the last one, I actually forgot. I don't have this one in a physical copy, but it's The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. And lastly, the one and only Slim Bankshot asks, what game do you like that's a black sheep in that it's not really popular in mainstream? That's a good question, Brian. This game right here. This game. This game is amazing, and I wish people freaking played it, but it sucks that it came out in the last, like, 2 months of the DS's life cycle, but it's a freaking good game. It's called Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. You could probably still get on Amazon. This fake YouTube play button, this is actually one of my best friends made this for me. It's not, like, for anything for achieving subscribers, but it's more so thank you for, you know, my time doing YouTube since 2010. Since that's when I actually really started YouTube, my old channel. Here is from my high school academic honors, you know, because I'm Asian, I have to have good grades. This is my whiteboard where I keep all, like, my ideas for YouTube. I have them erased because, you know, it's spoilers if I were to show this. Stuff I talked about, like, what worked, what didn't work, so I'm trying to analyze to see what kind of stuff I need to do to blow up my channel more. But, like, this last section here is where, you know, you guys know that I used to watch a lot of C&D before he stopped making content. Yeah, this is, like, stuff I keep. Like, he signed my business card from 2018, as well as Jacob's Ocarina. I went to the C&D NYC meetup that year in March 3rd, 2018, so it's been a while. Then going down, we have, the sanitary section, because, you know, hashtag stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Drawing tablet. I have a separate desk, basically, just to separate work, because I know sometimes it's a little hard to keep that, like, work separated with this giant thing right here. So yeah, it's my laptop, mouse. Yeah, the real show is here. Like, this is actually my computer. Yeah, it's a NZXT tower. My friend Brandon again helped me out with my computer rig. Here's the fan that's really, really loud, so I apologize if you hear it. And then we have this section where it's just really my computer. We have a monitor on this left side and a monitor on the right, so I work with 2 monitors. I have a Mac keyboard for now. I don't really like using my mechanical at the moment. There's like a audio box, basically to just like put in my XLR mic in. It just sounds basically better for your microphone, so that's pretty much what it does. And mouse, of course. The main deal is, like, this is where stuff happens. This is where, like, I basically make my videos. You know, I use these programs right here. Also, alcohol pads, because, you know, hashtag stay healthy. And then I got this chair, as, you know, a lot of you guys know from Twitter. I got this for free from just like a few blocks down. And then my desk in general is just from IKEA, if you guys want to know. It's an IKEA desk. This is also from the same brand. I don't know the name, so I apologize, but both IKEA. And with that, we finally get to the last set of questions, guys. Starting off with Brandy Buizel asking, why isn't Patrick in more videos? That's a good question. And send. Hopefully he'll actually respond, Brandon, so I asked him for you. By the way, Pat, when are we doing that Pokemon video we were supposed to do like 2 years ago? Hannah Amber asks, why did you start making YouTube videos? So how I basically started making videos was because I got stuck in Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. It was chapter 4, and one of my friends at the time was saying, yo, you should use YouTube. They have like walkthroughs or something. They show you where to go if you're stuck. And I said to myself, okay, let me go do that. And instead of just finding just a random clip about like what to do, I clicked on the first one when I typed in chapter 4, whatever Dupless thing, watched the chapter 4 like walkthrough, and apparently got to that part and I found what I was looking for. But at the time I was very intrigued by that video because it wasn't just like a clip of it. There was actual commentary, and it was actually from chuggaaconroy himself, a very renowned Let's Player at the time. And so I really liked what he was doing. I thought it was a really cool thing to be able to upload your own video game content online and talk about it, like do a walkthrough for people to like figure out like how to do stuff, or just as an entertainment factor. And I just got really interested in Let's Plays, and that's how my journey as a YouTuber began. And finally, for the last question, is asked by the Vintage Chris. He says, my boy, congrats on 10K subscribers. Seeing your growth through this nearly 10-year span that I've known you is something truly special. I've always admired your passion and motivation. Speaking of which, what are some things you do to keep yourself motivated for YouTube, or just in general, during the season of quarantine? Good question, Chris, and thank you again for the comment. I appreciate it. Take advantage of like where we are right now. I know a lot of people at this point, like they can't really do stuff because like they can't like work, or like they're stressed out because of loved ones, you know. Do things that you've never done before, or try to do things that you never had time to do when you were busy with work and stuff. So I would personally think just take advantage of just like learning new things, establish some hobbies that you always wanted to start. I've been like actually like figuring out things with like motion graphics, even though I'm still kind of a noob, and just basically playing around with that, see if I like it. Music production is something I'm actually a little bit interested in, so I'm like tinkering a little bit with like Logic Pro. My guitar, I actually started using it again. So stuff like that, just like occupy your time to make yourself feel like it's not a waste of time. Don't think of the negatives of being inside. Just think about like what you could be doing to make yourself better. Being from a small town, the reason also why I have like this kind of this passion and like a little motivation in myself, it feels like, I don't want to say everyone's like that, but I feel like a lot of people here are very closed-minded and don't want to expand their horizons or try something new. It's very, very, very conservative. Not so much in like in a good way, in my opinion. So I just want to get out of here, and I want to make a name for myself, or just do something great. Being able to be aware of like what you want to do with your life, or what you want to succeed in, you know. I've just always been like this kind of like envisioner, or this dreamer, that I want to do something, or I want to do something great. Regardless, even if I don't know what I really want to do yet, YouTube is at least leading me to a way, or like a path that I want to achieve in. But yeah, I hope that answers your question in a way. I just want to say thank you guys again so much for the support. It means a lot. 10,000 subscribers. Crazy how far we've gone. Seriously, super excited to see where this channel goes in the next few years. Maybe we'll hit 25K relatively soon, 50K, maybe even 100K. We'll see how this momentum goes. But thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed the gaming room tour as well as the questions. I've been JigsawFlex, signing out for now, and me and Mario out. Woohoo!